back to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got. It's not fair what you think you thought.
No mai, haere mai. Welcome along to Pettigrew Green Arena, Napier, Taranaki to be specific. Round 2, the Hawke's Bay Hawks, first home game of the Sal's NBL, hosting the Taranaki Years, who had a difficult game last night. They went down big time, 80-55 against the Auckland Tuatara. Andrew Mulligan, Brooke Rusko on hand for this one. Brooke, very impressive Hawks last round.
Yeah, very impressive. The perfect way to start your road trip, start your year. 2 big wins, and one thing we haven't really talked about with the Hawks is they're doing this with a Kiwi lineup. Understand they've got a gang of All Blacks out there, but imports are such a huge part of this league. So huge couple wins for them, and they're back home right now. And if you're a Hawks fan or Everard Bartlett, be stoked with how they start. Just want to keep that momentum.
Yeah, they will have an import RLE come into their ranks in the coming weeks. This is how the ladder looks after the defeat by the Bulls over the Giants in Nelson, and the Giants join 3 other teams at 0-2, and you can see the Tuatara and the Hawks already undefeated. The Hawks looking to go for 3 on the trot here. Franklin Bulls looking very impressive, and it is jam-packed in the middle of the ladder. 6 teams make the playoffs, no longer top 4. Worked really well last season, and this top 6 format in a 10-team league is something that is going to work for a long time. The Airs played last night, and that is going to be a real problem for them, and how they back up less than 24 hours later. 2 more games to go in round 2. Tomorrow afternoon, a real great doubleheader between the Rams and the Jets, who welcome in the next 2 imports to go alongside Pippin, and the Nuggets and the Southland Sharks will round out round 2. We'll get round 3 underway on Thursday night at this very venue. Hawks hosting the Rams, which could be, just could be, a preview of the final.
Oh, he's going there nice and early.
Did I?
Yeah, that Rams team's nice. They're exciting. Big imports, get out and run, athletic. Coach Jeff Ladable's been around, knows this league better than most, and they're looking good down there.
That's the starting 5 for your Taranaki Airs. Rossetto had a difficult night against the size and length of Rob Lowe, who was unreal. He had a block party, 7 rejections in the game. And for the Airs, Trent Adam needs his 2 imports, Azor and Fletcher, to get going. Trent Adam spoke to us moments ago.
I'm here with Coach Trent Adam for the Taranaki Airs. Coach Trent, how's your preparation been for this game?
Yeah, short turnaround from the game last night, but obviously plenty of work-ons from our performance last night. So good recovery this morning, and then good video session to hopefully be ready for the game tonight.
Awesome, Coach. And Coach, what do you think are going to be the keys to get that win in the Hawks' nest tonight?
Yeah, the Hawks have been playing really well there. All Blacks are doing an outstanding job. Ethan's, shooting the ball well. Jordan Natai dominating down low in the post. So they'll be obviously 2 key guys for us to focus in on tonight.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, good luck to you for tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
And for the Hawks, it is, like Brooke said, All Blacks everywhere.
I count 5. It's a great way to start a game, and it's a luxury when you have Everard there now, and he can put these guys out here. And we've talked about not having an import, but it's just working well. Jared Kenny can kind of steer the ship and get the troops ready and where they need to be. And then off the bench here, the kick of Dorone Raukawa. So it's working for them. Yeah, add that import in there, and they're going to be scary.
Certainly are. They've got a rotation of 6 All Blacks. They've also got a All Black as a head coach. Rookie head coach as well. Everard Bartlett was with us earlier.
All right. I'm here with Coach Everard Bartlett. Sweet to say that, hey, Coach. Welcome, Coach. Congratulations on your new role. What do you think is the transition from being a player to coach, the hardest and difficult thing you've had to deal with so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, the relationships with the fellas sort of change, right? You've been a teammate, you get to have the fun environment as a teammate. Now with the coaching hat on, you have to be able to change your voice sometimes when they need to be tuned up, and but also, look, I've got an experienced group that do enjoy a bit of a laugh, but can get focused and get serious when they need to.
Awesome, Coach. And what do you think are going to be the keys to beat these Airs? Because they're going to be hungry from last night. I know they didn't shoot the ball very well last night, scoring 55 points, so they might come in on fire. What do you think are going to be keys for getting this victory tonight?
I think we just got to be maintain focus for 40 minutes. I've played Taranaki throughout my career, and one thing they do really well is they fight. They fight every possession. They fight for 40 minutes, and they're a team. You're right. If you sleep on them, then all of a sudden it turns into a grind match. And they've been known for their toughness and their durability. I have no doubt that they want to show up and get a win tonight.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, congratulations again, Coach, and good luck for the game.
Everard Bartlett there, and a good crowd in, and there was a moment's silence as well before we made it to air, just acknowledging the difficult times Hawke's Bay and the region on the east coast of New Zealand went through with Cyclone Gabrielle, which was a nice touch, their first home game of the season. Head-to-head Sal's NBL, the official stat partner is the TAB.
Yeah, the one thing that stands out right there is that three-point shot, that three-point percentage sitting at 15.2. So it's going to be tough to get it done with the speed of the game, how many threes are going up. So, the Air's going to have to see a few go through. The imports, they have to score, and they have to score big. A chance for Anzac Rosetto and Richie Roger to bounce back after last night's game. But on the other side, Jordan Natai is sitting at 20 right now. He had 30 points against his old team, the Saints, and he looked really good and just finding a flow. So Hawks will be real happy with where they are at the moment. And another chance for them to get back out there.
The team's struggling from the TAB stripe as well. The Hawks getting those wins, but also not converting their opportunities from the TAB stripe. And that'll be an interesting factor because the Airs, although they didn't get to the line a lot last night, in round one they did. And the physicality of this Hawks team with Hiram Harris and Jordan Hunt. Maybe not so much Jordan Hunt, more of a finesse big, but Hiram Harris makes things happen all the time, and these referees will have their hands full if Hiram Harris is darting into the passing lanes, banging in the key. And there is the Hawks. Jordan Natai been on a tear in round one, put 30 on the Saints. A little bit of a revenge game, but Jordan Natai looking to be consistent this season and fill it up for this Hawks team.
That's a huge year for him too. It's a big year for the Tall Blacks, but post Tall Blacks, Jordan wants to get back into the ANBL and rolled the dice on himself, not going back to the Saints, the comfort of his own home. Family's down there. It's a stadium he's played in his whole life, and just thought, I'm going to bet on myself. And so far he's played well.
Well, what a key is though as well, Brock. You can speak to this. Get into an environment where you've got so many guys who are trying to make that Tall Black squad as well.
Yeah, it's healthy competition, friendly fire the whole time. Trainings must be so intense. It's such a big year, and if the first weekend's anything to go by, they're going well.
We are underway. It's Richie Roger with the ball. Jared Kenny has the defensive assignment. Just mind the clock there. Obviously not a 15-minute quarter.
Oh, you didn't get the memo?
Anzac Rosetto gets the and one to start, and that is a much better start for Anzac Rosetto than the time he had last night against the Tuatara.
He's a big body down there. Use the back him down. He's strong. Get that confidence rolling too. See the first one go through, especially after the back of a tough outing against a big Rob Lowe and that Tuatara squad yesterday. So huge for the confidence. Gets to the line and looks to go for one more.
Anzac Rosetto just 4 field goals last night. Had foul trouble as well. Eventually fouled out in the game. Gets the roll from the TAB stripe. And Jared Kenny will have the ball. Roger on him. Jordan Hunt up high. Natai fighting for position. Likes to play with his back to the basket on a matchup like that, and Jordan Hunt can stretch the floor, misses the 3.
Like the set though, made everyone collapse. Good cut on the opposite side. Make or miss 3.
Azor steps through. Oh, this was much better from the Airs, the start. And if they can get their imports going with their big Rosetto, that will bode well for Trent Adam and the Airs. Hiram Harris felt the contact. And I think it's going to be on Anzac Rosetto, so an early foul for him. Just getting that clock right, as you can see. 9:02. Got a shot clock tonight on the baseline. On the score ticker, which is great. Especially for a venue like Pettigrew Green Arena. It's not on top of the basketball stanchion. Hiram Harris with a clean look. He strokes the 3.
Stroke looks nice too. In rhythm. Tough in transition too. That's where he picked up that foul on Anzac Rosetto and knows exactly what he's doing. Wants to get the big man in trouble. And Hiram just continues to grow and grow. Each year he comes back from the ANBL.
Azor pulling up from the TAB line, and that stroke is good. David Azor, he only had 8 points last night. Only a couple of buckets here early on in the first.
Stroke looks nice, and it has no option, has no choice. Both imports on the squad really have to get going and fill it up, and started very well.
Kenny with a no look to Jordan Hunt, and he closes the gap to 1.
It's a beautiful thing about Jared Kenny too. Just has so much time, doesn't rush anything, goes back to the basics, high on ball, finds the shooter in the corner.
Armon Fletcher, he is an athlete. Threw down 1 dunk, streak into the cup. And Quinn Bailey, the former Hawke last season, bangs his way into 2.
Hit his head on the rim in the warm-ups. Says you casually do.
Jared Kenny kicking it out. Rust patched, curling. Had it knocked away. Good defense. And we've got a foul in the backcourt.
Great start from Taranaki. Slow start last night, tough game, but first 4 sets looked tidy, got to the spots that they wanted to get to. 2 big bodies inside and 2 jimmies.
Just 2 players scored in double figures. Rosetto and Armon Fletcher, 12 points each. Rosetto was 4 for 14. Armon Fletcher 5 for 13. And David Azor was 4 for 12. But here, getting off to a ripping start. Miss on that one, and we got a foul. A push underneath. Rustbatch picked up that foul just before. And Jordan Natai, I think, might have picked up. It is Jordan Natai. You can hear on the PA there that it will be Natai's first foul. But already Taranaki 4 for 4 to start this. Excuse
I like
me,
that
4
Azor.
for 5, sorry. Brooke?
I like that Azor just stayed aggressive. Missed the layup. That's okay, stay on the rim.
And speaking of aggressive, Anzac Rosetto's having a better time of it in the middle. And they like that play. And Jordan Hunt picks up the foul. That's his first. So team fouls mounting up. 4 team fouls now for the Hawks. 7:21 to go in this first quarter.
And that's where this will help. This Ayers team, if they can get this Hawks team into foul trouble, they're great with the starting lineup, got a couple big punches off the bench, but if they have any weaknesses at the moment, it could be a little bit thin at the back. If they can pick up a lot of foul trouble on some of these key players.
The problem might be for the Ayers just the depth on the bench. No Marcel Jones last night. Maybe again, I think he's questionable with a calf injury again for this game. And so Benji Freeman and Scott Talfa, they'll be relying heavily on them to give them some time. Hunt from the corner. That one is good from the other side. Jordan Hunt stretching the floor.
This is a lovely set. Jared Kenny got to a strong hand, downhill, puts it on the money. Jordan Hunt hits the second 3 as we see the turnover.
Armon Fletcher said it was touched. Referee saw it differently. The Hawks starting to get some stops here after starting to get their mojo working. Ryan Harris. 12 and 13 in game number 1 and a win for the Hawks. And they beat the Bulls in overtime. On that call, that was a great game to start off the Sal's NBL season. David Azor picked up his dribble, gets it back.
And it's going to be a great matchup. Jordan Natai is a great defender, and David Azor looks aggressive tonight. We see another 3.
Fletcher. That stroke looks good. 14-8, Ayers lead.
It just looks like a brand new team.
Jordan Hunt, nice pass. Jared Kenny over the top. Jordan Hunt, he's starting to get hot.
He's up to 8 points now. Just the connection. All 3 of his buckets have come from Jared Kenny. Getting to a strong hand, getting downhill and finding this big man.
Oh, that's beautiful as well. And then a foul called, so shots coming up for Richie Roger. That is the 15th foul.
I think they called that one goaltending.
Oh, it was goaltending, my bad. Thanks, Brooke. Glad you're here.
I like a Hawke around here.
14-10, timeout. Hot start for the Ayers. It could be forgiven that this was going to be a foregone conclusion with the way the Hawks have travelled, but you can get a large cup pepperoni pizza for 30 bucks if you use the code DRIBBLE until Wednesday week, so over 10 days away.
Oh, we got you covered like a sundress. How good is a sales pizza?
It's still
I want a pizza now. Done the job.
It's done the
Job well done.
I mean, that photo, you can smell it from here. 14-10.
And just what the doctor ordered. You know, they had to come out here and just see the ball go through a few times, swing it, get it in different ways. Anzac Rosetto's been in the post, pick and rolls, coming off down screens, and just mixing it up. Richie Roger ended up screening and slipping, and Anzac Rosetto found him. So, you know, roles reversed there. Just finding different ways to score at the moment, and 14 points in the first 4 minutes and some change. Great way to start.
Jordan Hunt might have had a foot on the line there because he's only been credited with 1-3. He's got 7. He is the leading scorer. All 5 starters for the Airs have scored. That bodes well for Trent Adam. Great response. They've had a long time to think about it. It's been a long day for them. Denham Brook in the game now for Hawke's Bay. So is Daron Rokawa. There is the guard kicking it out to Jordan Ngatai. And Jordan Ngatai misses that. Zor with the rebound, waiting on Anthony Hilliard to return. He's currently playing in Uruguay. It's a game this weekend.
He's worth waiting for.
He certainly is.
Tore up the league last year as soon as he got in and switched this team around.
All-Star 5 last season for the South NBL.
Shoot the ball quick. Finishes on the rim. Gets to the free throw line very well. Huge pickup.
Jordan Ngatai with his favoured left hand. And that is one of his moves in his bag that he loves to go to, and the spin move in the key.
He's got great timing with that shoulder. Just gives you a little pop, and his footwork is normally as solid as they come, and he gets on the rim and an easy layup.
Rosetto. And what do we have there? Just obscured by the baseline. Referee, and yeah, just a little bit too quick to bang into the back. Into the front of Brook, rather. And so a travel called. Daron Rokawa. Coming off the bench, Brook, as well. Jared Kenny, the vet.
Yeah, it just gives them that punch. He comes off on balls like this. He's great in the mid-range. Right on time. He's just got that punch that they come off the bench, and he'll find his shooters. He can get to the rim, put pressure on other ways.
Azor would like this matchup with Jordan Hunt. Steps back, shoots over him. David Azor. My goodness. He started strong. David Azor and Jordan Ngatai's caught for the hook.
Yeah, it was clear. I know he's screaming at the refs there, but it's one of the oldest tricks in the bag. He's got to hide that hand just a little bit better, and ref had clear view of that one and an easy call.
Azor, the 23-year-old, 6'4", University of Texas at Arlington. The Sun Belt Conference team. It's Benji Freeman gets the roll on that, and Benji Freeman, he could add a spark. He's got a bag as well. He's got some nice footwork.
Absolutely. It takes his time.
Yeah, he doesn't get sped up, does Benji Freeman. And it stays with the Hawks as that pass was tipped. Talfa out there as well.
And here's the other, bonus of having Daron come off the bench is that when Jared Kenny comes back in, they've got this 2-point guard lineup. You can switch a lot more. Polar opposite point guards as well. Let's make it work.
Denham Brook. Comes Rusbatch. Azor. And is that a charge? And it is called a charge. And so it's going to be the charge on Rusbatch. He pointed down, but I think Azor had perfect position. Taranaki with a 6-point lead.
Big stops. Yeah, just picks up another foul as well. Jordan Natai sitting on 2 early fouls. Ethan and Jordan Hunt 1 early. Those plays are huge. Just stops the momentum. Allows you to set up your offense. Just continue that momentum.
Jacob Murphy into the game for the Hawks, his 3rd season from Napier Boys High School. Freeman with the catch. And Hiram Harris into the passing lane. That's what Hiram Harris can do. Quiet first quarter so far for him. Oh, Quinn Bailey will love the matchup with Hiram Harris. He's called for the foul on that one. Did pretty well right up until the end.
Yeah, just stays with it. He did a good job again on the rim. He's going up against a big body and someone that he knows very well, you know. Spent a whole year at training last year, sorry. You know, going at each other and know each other's game very, very well. And Hiram wins that battle.
Hiram Harris has a 3 in the game already. But strangely for Hiram Harris, no rebounds.
What are you doing, Hiram?
Good from the TAB line, though.
And he just continues to grow every year he comes back from the ANBL. He's kind of solidified himself over there with the Adelaide 36ers team now. You know, knows his role, does that very well, but just gives him so much more confidence when he comes back into this league, and year to year it gets better.
Good on the second. Oh, and the extended pressure off the foul shot forces the Airs into the turnover. A bit of breakdown between Freeman and Roger.
This one's tough too. Kind of like an unforced turnover, Richie Roger, and he's saying it here, you know. Got to protect the ball. Can't be throwing it to my big man.
Murphy. He just kicked it out to Jordan Hunt. Jordan Hunt's on the bench. He was in between, I think, Dylan Brook and maybe Murphy and, Brook and Rokawa. Kenny takes a seat. Hunt is back out there. Here's Benji Freeman. That's what Benji Freeman can do. Running downhill, Benji Freeman finds the angle off the glass. Crossover from Hiram Harris. Hunt bobbles it and puts it up and in.
Good hands. As we're Hiram's so tough, talking about getting in transition. Already picked up one on Anzac Rossetto. Did a good job of getting past him that time and then finding his big.
Scott Talfa.
Both teams just filling it up.
Yeah.
Great way to start this game.
Pushing the pace. 2.5 coming up to go in the first quarter. Rokawa couldn't get the English to work for him. Talfa. Whose ball is it? It will go to the Hawks.
And misses the 3, but I like the look. They're wide open, proving that they can shoot that 3 in rhythm. Just made a wide open layup. Like the look.
Taranaki, a 6-point lead. Hunt, Talfa on him. Rossetto hedging. Fletcher came down. Rossetto with a big rebound. Benji Freeman, the point forward.
And just going to the basics here, a high on ball. Anzac Rossetto wants it back in the post. Just need more movement on the other side. He made it work.
That's bread and butter for Anzac Rossetto on the block. Rokawa thought about stepping into the 3. Steps into the heart of the Airs defense. And Talfa got him. That might be the call from referee Jones. It is.
And they did their job, you know. They got Daron deep in the paint. He jumped. Looks like they bailed him out just a touch there, and he gets to the free throw line where he's normally pretty efficient with the TAB strike.
Shooting foul from the TAB line though, but just the second team foul in this quarter by the Airs. Okawa had 17 points against the Saints in their win in Wellington last round. That's 2 there. Lead back to 6 for the Airs.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Daron averages... Oh, misses the bunny there.
Benji Freeman. Bailey almost had the rebound. Brooke has it.
Yeah, if Daron averages around that, 16, 17 points. He's got the green light when he comes off the bench. Always stays aggressive, gets to the foul line well. He's a huge part of the team.
Wow, what a rebound.
Fly, young man, fly.
Jacob Murphy puts it up and in.
Little English with the left too.
Roger. He can't get that to go down. Daron Okawa can force a 2-for-1 here if he feels like it. He kicks it out. Hiram Harris. 12 on the shot clock. He'll go at Benji Freeman. Stepping through with the left. He gets the roll. That's what Hiram Harris can do.
He's so tough when he gets back to that left. You almost have to overplay him to the right. It's just the lesser of two evils, but if he gets back to that left, he gets downhill, a lot of times it's going to end up like this.
Hawks finishing strong for the first quarter.
And they had a few chances down there during. Taranaki got to the rim a few times, but just couldn't convert, and Hawks come straight back down here and make a few, and just like that, it's a 2-point game, and Hiram's at the line now. Makes it a 1-point game.
Converts the 3-point play opportunity. By rights, the Hawks should get the ball back here. Bailey gets Murphy in the air. The Hawks can hold for the last shot. Quick shot from the Taranaki Airs. And a lead as big as 8. It's now 3 in this first quarter. Okawa working the clock. Shot clock is off. Gets a switch. Freeman on him. But Okawa felt the contact. Wanted the call. And he said, look at my arm. And that is quarter time. Taranaki, very impressive. They played less than 24 hours ago. And they have the lead in Napier. Welcome back to Pettigrew Green Arena. 28-25, Brooke Rusco.
Yeah, one thing that the Taranaki Airs can be very, very, happy with themselves about in that first quarter is they had 5 assists. And the reason I say that is because last night they had 10 on the game. They had 14 turnovers. So they're up to 28 points. They had 55 points last night. It's like a brand new team doing a great job of getting downhill and getting easy buckets. It's good they got that momentum, and can they keep it rolling in the second quarter?
Back underway. Here's last night only had 10 assists. They already have 5 in this first quarter. That's just been Jared Kenny out there.
That's sometimes the beauty of this league. You know, you go on these road trips and you have back-to-backs. If you have a game like that, you turn it around quickly.
Jordan Hunt in amongst 4 airs. After Rosbach miss. Couldn't quite control it. Poked away, Rosbach did well. He's got Hunt to his left. Drops it with a bounce pass. Jordan Hunt wanted the foul call, but he gets the bucket. Zor on the open floor. Jared Kenny's called for it at mid-court.
You might just want to note that. It'll be Ethan's probably 1 assist of the season. Jot that down. His mum actually texted me this morning and said next time I'm in Christchurch, she's going to make me some lemon muffins.
Well, you tell Mrs. Rosbach, his son had 4 assists last week.
No.
4 assists. Not only that, 2 steals in the first up win over the Bulls.
He's been playing very well, and yeah, he has to be in contention for that Tall Black squad in a big year. He's one of the true snipers that New Zealand basketball has. It's a big year for him.
Pressure building on the ears at the moment. Hunt in the corner, chased off the 3-point line. But there he is, the sniper with the red shoes. Good closeout by Telfer. Freeman and Hunt. Benji Freeman is called for the foul.
This is one of the reasons they're so tough. You know, Ethan gets downhill and he passes the ball to their big for the 3-point shot. Up fakes, the big gets to the rim and then finds Ethan, who relocates. Just have so many threats from so many different options, and you know, Taranaki at this point are doing a pretty good job. See Jordan Nata with the no-look pass, and back down to Jared Kenny.
Need to get it up. Jared Kenny, good contest. I think he got caught out there a little bit.
Good D. Solid defensive set.
Really good defense from the ears. Rosetto done a good job. Jordan Hunt did a good job, rather. It's bad England from me. And the 3-ball from Richie Roger is good.
And what a read. And Zach Rosetto goes doubled down there, finds the open man, swings it on as we see a foul there.
Yeah, Richie Roger with the reach.
But they find Richie Roger in the corner. He hits that 3, and big for his confidence as well. Just keeps it rolling. It's up to 5 now.
I mean, how this pace, like you said, 55 last night, 31 already in just barely 12 minutes of basketball. They're running a short bench. Can this pace last for the Airs? Because Hawke's Bay, they've got the experience, they've got the cattle, and they've got the legs.
And they're proven late. Got a bunch of vets. You know, their first game that they had against the Franklin Bulls, they were down maybe 6 with a couple minutes to go. I thought the game was over. I thought the Bulls had it and clawed their way back, and they made it work, and you know, showed that resilience nice and early and got Everard Bartlett his first dub as a coach.
The Airs do well to break the trap, the press rather, but they turn it over. Natai around Roger with the right hand, his offhand, and he misses. Zor with it. Natai picks him up. Zor, streaking to the cup and in. Took about 3 steps. That's all he needed to get from the 3-point line to the cup.
He looks good, man. He's going to have to stay aggressive. See, Ethan missed that 3, but looking good. Strong on that left. And then, you know, same with Hiram Harris. You probably want to force him back to his right because he's so good when he gets to that left.
Armon Fletcher for 3. Ethan Rosbach got all of that in his eye.
And he comes to play. It's 2 threes now for Armon Fletcher.
Oh, great look. Again, it's Kenny to Hunt.
And JK's up to 5 assists now.
Zor's got 8 points for the Airs, and Rosetto, Hiram Harris, thought he got a clean block. He can't believe the call was made. Hiram's got to watch himself there.
Love to see a replay of that one. Boys met at the top. You can always kind of tell from the reaction. But, you know, Anzac Rosetto, good job of getting to the rim, make the refs make a call, get back to the free throw line and give yourself a chance to get up to 38 points in the second quarter.
Timeout called. Here is the replay. Rizzetto slipping on the screen. Arm came over. You're the player. Yeah, that to you, Brooke Roscoe.
Maybe contact down low.
Down low, eh?
If anything. Sometimes, you know, it can be a good contest. Keep playing, let them battle it out, but yeah, ultimately the refs made the call, and like we said, Anzac Rizzetto gets back to the line, but you love to see the battle, you know, the contest of these two big boys meeting at the rim. I'll go for the old swipe down foul, or just, you know, try and get the ball, but
Gotta hit up.
yeah, so right.
That's what coaches say. That is not a natural instinct.
You know, one late Kitty McFadden
Yes.
would constantly say that. Tip it up,
Tip it up.
tip it up. Go get it, young fella.
Yeah. Hard to do though. The instinct is just to swipe down, isn't it?
Hey, Coaching 101, if anyone needs us for school holidays, let us know.
Give Brooke Roscoe. I mean, I've got one piece of advice. Swipe up. Rizzetto at the line, in and out.
There you go, that's all you Hawks, mate. Let's go again. Hands and feet, make some noise, Mr. Rizzetto.
Anzac Rizzetto having a very good first half. Hasn't missed from the floor. 3 for 3. Makes the second from the TAB line. And this lead back to 6 for the Airs. They're up by as much as 8 in the first quarter. Jared Kenny pushing. High off the glass though, Rizzetto with the help. Here comes Azor. There's Rizzetto and Fletcher to his left. Long two. Rizzetto with another rebound.
Rizzetto came out to play. Big help on the other end, didn't give up on the play, and now he's back in the post.
Good defense from Hiram Harris, pulls down the rebound. Ngatai. Batted away by Bailey. Ethan Rusbatch was keen to get it on that three-point line, and it will be Hawke's Bay Hawks ball. Taylor Hawks first game back in Hawke's Bay. Pettigrew Green Arena.
It's just such a turnaround. You know, you watched last night's game and struggled to score all night long, and it's a completely different team out here tonight. They look like they're in rhythm, they're in flow. Everything's kind of working. Imports are really stepping up, and I love that they're getting Azor on the other side and coming back to his left, and it's just all working tonight.
Jordan Hunt with a deep three missed. What the Tuatara did do really well is Armand Fletcher gets to the cup with ease, is really slow the ears down at midcourt, really use the halfway line as the defender with the trap once they got over, and that gave the Ears real problems. And I wonder if the Hawks, I don't know if they're not part of their scheme for this game, but Armand Fletcher with an acrobatic move, but he can't get it. And it will stay with the Ears as Josh Tuatonga Laval is out there, and he almost tried to save it.
Good hustle. We talked about it, the imports for this Airs team really had to step up and be a big part of this game tonight, and this first quarter and a bit,
Oh yeah,
really stamped their mark.
they got 8 points. They're 7 for 10 combined. Fletcher and Azor, and Anzac Rizzetto is winning the matchup with Jordan Hunt so far in this first half.
He just has to slow it down there. That's the yin to the yang. Jordan Hunt down the other end is great, stepping out and finishing from deep. Can also pick, roll, get to the rim really easily. And down on this end, so slow it down, get it in the paint. Use that strength, use that muscle. And he's converting once he does get to the free throw line. Oh, I did it. I did it.
Did it. He did it. Makes his first from the line. He's already 5 for 6 in this game from the TAB line.
All right, here we go again.
Do it.
Hands and feet, make some
Is it only if he misses the first one I did it?
I don't know the rules. I know that if you've done it, you've done it.
So I did
Oh,
that.
you did that.
I did that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's all you.
I hear what I did.
Leaders 9, biggest lead of the game for the Airs. 5:40 to go in this first half. Tuatonga Laval gives it to Hiram Harris. Facing up on Quinn Bailey's done a good job on him. Hunt, feet set, shoulders square. Rossetto, another rebound.
Cleans it up. 4 rebounds now, 11 points. Pretty strong down there.
2 steals, 2 assists. Armon Fletcher kicks it out. Azor, he's got his feet set. He can't get the rebound. Hiram Harris, it falls to him.
But like the shot.
Dispatch got a hand to that. It's Jordan Hunt with Roger on his back, and that's easy for Jordan Hunt.
That's just smart. Big ran the floor, found him, saw the mismatch and went straight to work.
Azor, I tell you what the Airs are doing is they're not letting them get set if they are going to trap at half court. And that is probably one scout that Trent Adam has probably given them in his coaching staff. Get the ball over and push it. Hands at Rossetto in all sorts of trouble. Manages to save it. Fletcher. And is that a shot clock violation?
Yeah, I think that's 24.
It is. A messy play for the Airs. Resulting in a turnover as Roger will take a seat with Rossetto. So that will mean Telfer and Benji Freeman will come into the game. That's the rotation for the Airs for the game, I reckon.
Yeah, and it's just so tough. You see Marcel Jones sitting on the bench right there. You just know what he can do. He's such a spark. Goes to that right hook. You know, lives there, and any given night you go from 15 to 25. Especially when it's his time, you know, when he needs to go out there and score. He knows how to score, and it'd be such a big help for these boys at the moment. But man, must be proud with that first quarter and a bit. 40 points already.
Natai stepping through. Good help by Benji Freeman. Just at the last second there. And the ball is still live for the Airs and the Hawks. And it's Hiram Harris. Who else on the floor? Tutunga Laval bangs into Bailey. Natai get a clean look. And we've got a foul underneath. Is it on Benji Freeman here? And now we've got Tutunga Laval, Talfa and Bailey getting into it. Yeah, now he's pointing at him. Got some spice. Some former teammates here, perhaps.
That was just where were we going after? You know, what are you doing after this?
I tell you what, Brooke, you and I from Wellington, Tutunga Laval went to St. Pat's Silverstream.
He was so close to greatness. St. Pat's Town is just down the road, knocking on the door, but no, he's a very, very strong, talented young player. Yeah, I was talking to a lot of the guys from Wellington. Jordan Mills is one big guy. He's a big fan of him. Had high praise.
He played for the Saints, Tutunga Laval, and St. Pat's Silverstream, good basketball school in the Hutt Valley.
The same with Jordan Nata, you know, came up here and
Marta College.
yep, looked for his opportunity. It was always going to be tough last year to play behind Xavier Cooks. So, yeah, he's pretty good, that guy.
Xavier Cooks, he's in the NBA now, I heard.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is it for the Wizards?
Yep.
Got a double-double.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough, you know, and you got to roll the dice every now and then. And both of them, it looks like they made the right choice so far.
Zor. Oh, good hands. Tutunga Laval said it came off his knee. And Zor said, no, it didn't. And so it stays with the Airs.
But you're so right. They're not giving them a chance at the moment to trap them. Let's get down. Let's get deep in the paint. Let's make it as easy and simple as possible. Up until now, it's working.
Freeman felt the double. And we've got a foul on the floor. Hiram Harris. Not reaching in there.
That's his second. You know, you got 2 on Hiram Harris, 2 on Ethan, 2 on Jordan Nata, and 2 on Jared Kenny. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Everard Bartlett, early in his coaching career, but what he sticks with, does he stick with the guns? Does he let the bench get in a little bit earlier?
No player timeout used so far. Sky City player timeout in the first half. Each team has 1 each. Players only, 30 seconds. No coach involvement. You have to stay out on the floor to the players. 3:20 to go in this game. Excuse me, in this half. Getting ahead of myself here. Hokawa forcing the issue into the heart of the Airs defense and is fouled.
And they go back to the basics. They do a good job of rotating the ball, go one side to the other, making the defense shift. And then they come back to that high on ball at the top with Jordan Hunt. And Jared Kenny has been coming off it. Dororo Hokawa comes off it this time. But every time it seems to be going back to the right. Strong hand. You can find Jordan Hunt slipping or popping or that. The corner shooter is Ethan Rusbatch, so it's hard to help off that. So a lot of time it's a call on Jared or Daron of how far do I take it, how deep do I get it, who do I find, and it's kind of just picking your poison at that point.
To Tangalaval with an open three. Rusbatch. He's got an over the back call on him. Simon Fletcher with the rebound and gives it to Roger. Nice look. Oh, pretty play, Benji Freeman. Benji Freeman, he's got such a nice touch.
Just good IQ. Defense turned his head. Richie Roger did a great job of finding him.
Tutung Laval is banging on everybody in this game off the bench and giving them some strength. Rusbatch turns the corner, long two. Analytics be damned. Knocks it down.
He's got to get them up.
Fletcher saw the key was wide open, and we've got a foul. Hands on the hips from Ethan Rusbatch.
That's his third.
That's a tough one.
And like we've said, you know, constantly through this first half, they're doing such a good job of getting deep in the paint, getting into the key, putting the pressure on the refs, and slowly these fouls are building up, and Ethan picks up his third.
Substitutions come in, Jared Kenny.
That's tough too when you're a shooter like Ethan is, and you see one go through. You almost think the second one is good before it's gone, and you know he would have loved to make a few right here and just get a little bit of a rhythm going into halftime, but conversely picks up that foul and has to go to the bench.
Armon Fletcher. First trip to the foul line. In fact, first trip from anyone from the airs not named Anzac Rosetto to the TAB line. Lead is 8, 2:20 to go in this half.
It's gone quick. They've done such a good job. They're just contesting. They're competing on everything, making it tough, making it difficult, and got that 8-point lead on the road.
Hiram Harris gives it to Jared Kenny, and I reckon he's pretty lucky not to have a 3-second call.
They're so tough though. You got a point guard on the baseline with your big finding you.
Speaking of big, Benji Freeman has been big in this first half, and Hiram Harris is called for the foul. The Airs are doing a great job of just not letting the Hawks defense set, getting them on their heels, and forcing them into a compromised defensive position. And again, a foul is called, and Benji Freeman will go to the line to shoot 2 on the TAB stripe.
That's Hiram Harris's third as well. You know, sitting on 8 points right now, 4 rebounds, couple assists, but third foul to go alongside Ethan Rusbatch. And you're right, just doing such a good job of pushing the pace, getting to the free throw line. And this is one thing right now that Coach Trent Adams will be a little disappointed, is they just left a few points here at the free throw line. Just put a bit of scoreboard pressure on the Hawks.
7 of 11 are the Hawks. Tony Brook back in the game. Armon Fletcher, those long arms. Oh, he got it off the knee. Armon Fletcher just leaped through the handoff.
He's so long, so athletic. He has the ability to get in those lanes, pick the handoff, force the turnover.
Played for the Ontario Clippers in the G League. Armon Fletcher, 27 years old, went to Southern Illinois University, played in Luxembourg and Belgium. Here he is with the ball. Kenny on him. Very good defender in Jared Kenny after all these years. Oh, Richie Roger rains down a 3.
That's just the confidence. You know, you guys are constantly scoring. The Hawks, the Airs, have scored all half long. And tough 3 in the corner, he makes it work.
Natai on the baseline. David Azor was all over that play. Shoots it over Rosetto, does Natai. And as they say, hand down, man down. Anzac Rosetto got caught on an island.
And he's tough from back there. He made that one, but I think if you're Anzac Rossetto, you're happy with that. You contest the three. You see Azura stay busy and gets back on that step back. A little bit of space and makes it a 9-point game.
Clock winding down in the first half rather. Second quarter, Rokawa gets to the cup.
And they're trying to call the timeout.
And it's the player timeout now. Only the player with the ball can call the player timeout. So this will be the Sky City player timeout, the first one of the half. And 10,000 tickets to the big game. Use that QR code for 10,000 community group tickets available across the Sales NBL season. So the players have 30 seconds. The Hawks still have one to use. I think they've got 10 seconds on the shot clock as well to the air. So the Hawks, depending on what happens here, can use it themselves. They can get a stop. I wonder what the Airs have decided here, though.
Back to Richie Roger and kind of taking ownership of the wheels tonight.
Rokawa right up on him, hand on his hip. Freeman needs to get it up. Lost it. Brook puts it ahead. Ngatai with a right hand punch.
And what a pass. What a way to close out the half.
Jordan Ngatai, he's hot right now. He thought he got taken out. But look at this. And Armon Fletcher, I think he did his best not to clip his feet. And that is quite the half from the Taranaki Airs. Well, finish from the Hawks, but good. This is a different Ayers team than it was last night, Brooke Roscoe.
Yeah, completely different team. And the imports are really stepping up. I like how they're doing it as well. They're doing it by committee, kind of giving it to you any way you like it. We got down off-ball screens, and Azur's getting back to the left and getting to the free throw line, staying aggressive in transition. And sometimes they just throw it into the big fella and let him go to work. And Anzac Rosetto's done a great job of getting back to the free throw line. And we see Azur and Rosetto, man, they're everywhere at the moment when it comes to the stats. Hiram Harris doing Hiram Harris things, but a big thing, it was late in that half as both Hiram Harris and Ethan Rusbatch picked up that third foul. And Jared Kenny's just a magician with the ball. He's got so much time. He's been around the block so long. It's like breathing for him. He's picked up 6 assists, and that's why I like Richie Roger too. He's got those 4 assists. Yeah, just a bounce back game from last night's game. Jared Weeks has come out and tore the league apart almost, late in games or when he needs to. He looked good again last night. Anzac Rosetto and Hiram Harris, man, just staying busy and the marquee players of these teams and kind of doing what both teams need of them and expect of them almost.
Jordan Hunt, 15 points though, 7 of 11. 1 of 4 from downtown. But he has been the bright light for this team. Ngatai had a spectacular dunk for his 7 to close out the first half. Hiram Harris hustling, like you said, Brooke, but we have got a very interesting second half coming up shortly. Pettigrew Green Arena needs to be in full voice if they want to will their team over the line. The Ayers have the wood on them at the moment, 49-44. not a rare thing, but it's hard when it is back-to-back nights. And the Airs, they were blown out of the water by the Tuatara last night. I had the call with Casey Frankbrook, and you saw parts of the game as well. And it was a tough watch if you're an Airs fan.
Very, very tough watch, but today has been smooth. So that's the beauty of this league. You know, you don't have much time on these road trips. You gotta have that goldfish mentality or goldfish memory. You just put that one behind us. We've got another game tonight to go out here and find redemption. And if that first half is anything to go by, looking great so far. And I put them, get their first win and put them in the right direction for the rest of the season.
Dribble is your pick-up-only online code for that $30 deal from Salves. Dennerbrook and the Hawks. It'll be interesting to see what Everard Bartlett, head coach, former player, a legend of the Hawks basketball family, what he will have his team doing in the second half. How will they slow the Airs down? They're going to have to extend their pressure a little bit because the Airs have done a really good job of pushing the pace, not getting caught out with the trap like they were last night against the Tuatara, who did a great job. Kane Hokianga there beside Everard Bartlett. And just there's no genuine size of Rob Lowe just giving you fits in the middle as well, like there was last night.
Yeah, and he's so smart. Rob knows right times to do right things. He's been around, he's played international basketball for years and years and years, and it shows his value every time he steps out for that Tuatara team, and since he came back last year. But I think in this game, they just need to take pride in that initial defense. This Taranaki team's doing a great job of just turning the corners or getting straight downhill. And that pressure needs to be there from this Hawks team. And Jordan Natai's a good defender. Hiram Harris, Jared Kenny. So you need to take that pride and say, hey, this is my man, I'm going to stop him. It's tough when you get into those rotations, and they did a pretty good job of making this Hawks team rotate, cut from the weak side, and if they didn't cut, finding their shooters, and shooters were hitting threes.
It's not like the Hawks are having a bad game. They're shooting the ball 47%, but they are just 3 of 14 from downtown. 15 rebounds as well. Conversely, for the Airs, they've been better. They've been more circumspect with their three-point shooting. They're 4 for 7. And they have 15 rebounds themselves. They have 11 assists. They only had 10 last night in the game. And they're shooting 65%, Brooke Rusco. 65% on the road after playing 24 hours ago.
It's like a brand new team. It's a confidence thing once you see a few go through. You're going to want to start this third quarter the exact same way that they started the game.
Well, imagine this team when they get Anthony Hilliard, All-Star 5 Sal's NBL last season. He and Javante Douglas, of course Ty Wynyard, who's now at the Rams. They were an exciting, fast-paced Cullen Davison, the teenager. He's got a big few months ahead of him. And they were exciting, that version of the Airs. This one as well. Still some familiar names there for the Airs, but Anzac Rosetto's the big man. 2 new imports, Armon Fletcher and David Azor. Richie Rogers still there. All the likes of Talfa Freeman and the like. This Airs team, if they can play at this pace, bring it on Anthony Hilliard, who goes.
He goes. Yeah, it's very rare. The games that I called and saw from him last year.
Speaking with Trent Adam before last night's game, he said they're still in touch with Javante Douglas. I believe he's playing in Russia. And so if things work out, also, you just don't want another Sal's NBL team getting in touch with them as well. Richie Roger misses that 3 as we get in the third quarter. And we're looking at Hiram Harris here stepping through, getting the roll. And Hiram Harris pushing it and getting the bucket.
We talked about it all game.
We've got a delay of game warning against Jordan Hunt.
Hiram Harris is just so good at getting downhill, making the big move with his feet, and gets to the rim once again.
No lane violations as well so far that I can think of. Just great to see, not just this game, but across the Sal's NBL. Round and a half, Rosetto with the backdoor cut. The find from Azor was perfect.
Just fell asleep on that initial on ball there. Cut well, great pass, easy bucket, and Anzac Rosetto has that opportunity this year to kind of take Ty Wynyard's spot that he had with the Airs for the last few years and be that big dominant presence down low, and doing a great job so far in this ball game.
Kenny misses that as the shot clock wound down. Here comes Armand Fletcher. Trying to step through. Hiram Harris stayed in front of him. Broke up his Euro. Here comes Kenny crossing half court. Oh, what a look! Held off the defense. They thought it was going to Rusbatch, and Hunt cut to the hoop. And he gets the bucket.
There's that connection again. Jordan Hunt owes Jared Kenny a beer after this one.
Tim Bailey trying to go around Hunt. Too strong. Good defense from Jordan Hunt. Here comes Hiram Harris. And you got a block there, Armand Fletcher. David Azor around Jordan Natai and Ethan Rusbatch. We're back and forth in the third quarter. Rusbatch a little bit too high for Jordan Hunt to corral.
Probably needed to go back to Jordan Natai on that one. Flatten out the defense, but we see the backdoor cut, easy as you like it. You're so right, Jared Kenny takes his time to find the big man. But just initially, we talked about it at the start of this half, is they just need to take pride on this end of the floor. If you're a Hawks fan or part of this Hawks team, show your numbers, put your hands up. And up until this point, so far so good.
Jordan Hunt just established himself back on the court to pick up that missed shot. And he gets the ball back to Natai. 3 ball way off. Jordan Natai. That was a big miss for him. Here's Richie Roger pushing it. Finding Rosetto. Rosetto misses the bunny. Quinn Bailey's there to clean it all up.
Good pass. Richie Roger got deep in the paint, found his big man.
Hiram Harris stepping through. Don't look away. It is end-to-end action.
It is just too easy. Like, that's way too easy for Hiram Harris. Getting downhill one more time, no help on the weak side, and wide open layup. If you're a Hawks fan, you love it. If you're Trent Adams and their coaching staff, you're going to have to tighten that up.
I believe the Hawks have been playing preseason for a while now. These guys know each other. They would have run together a lot. They haven't played since last weekend, last Saturday night, so it's been 7 days. Maybe at halftime they thought, just run the airs as hard as you can.
You know what, we're going to try something. And Hiram Harris is leading the orchestra at the moment, and there he goes again. Tough finish. Back to his left, gets it done, and it's a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, you get that feeling, don't you? There's been back and forth. Got some subs coming in. Tono Orokawa, who can push the pace himself.
Hiram Harris is up to 12 points now, 7 rebounds.
Talfa in the game, excuse me. Roger with the runner. And we got a foul on Richie Roger. He got hit. He went down. Orokawa called for that. Let's see what the players can come up with from the airs. 2 shots coming for Richie Roger.
It does feel like this Hawks team's just tighten the bolts a little bit on this defensive end, getting out and running. Great start from them in the second half, and this is big for the Airs if they can continue to just get to the free throw line, which they did well in that first half. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Also helps you set up your defense down the other end.
Roger has 10 points, 5 assists. Good from the TAB line for both of those. 55-52. At 55 last night. 80-55 was a scoreline. Tuatara getting the win. Okawa just going 1-on-5, 1-on-3 at Dodone, but he gets a little runner. Hiram Harris cheated on that one. Rosetto sees the lane open up. Oh, Jordan Natai with a volleyball spike block. Armand Fletcher, though, he cleans it all up for the Airs.
We got ourselves a ball game. See the big block here from Jordan Natai. And Fletcher cleans it up. Hustle play, uses that athleticism, finishes high off the backboard.
Bullies through Hiram Harris, gets around Jordan Natai, gets the bucket. Great offense, great defense. Orokawa getting into a bit of trouble there, turns it over. Fletcher on the open floor. Telfer trying to get it around Jordan Hunt, and Jordan Hunt, has he tweaked an ankle here?
That's where the Airs look good as well, when they don't allow the Hawks to set up their defense, especially how they've come out and tightened everything up a little bit. But get downhill, Fletcher does a good job. Off the steal, gets downhill, collapses the defense. Telfer sees the mismatch with Jordan Hunt marking him and takes him off the dribble and gets to the free throw line.
Second foul on Jordan Hunt. Both Rusbatch and Hiram Harris have 3. Ngatai and Kenny have 2. Telfer's good from the line. Scott Telfer giving them valuable minutes in that rotation for the Airs. Trent Adam, that shooting percentage has come down now. It's down to 55%. The Hawks have gone up to 50% since half-time. Good on the second, 59-54.
And it's all well and good, getting to the free throw line, but they're actually converting.
Ikawa misses again. Offensive foul. Anzac Rossetto just dropped the shoulder into the guard. He did well to leak out and pin him down, but just a bit too heavy with the shoulder, according to the referee.
Yeah, and just went through the chest there. Throwing is about all he could do. Get in the way, try and take it on the chest, and ref saw that as a charge. Ball's going the other way. This is where it's nice to get Jerome back out there as well, and you can make Hiram Harris that secondary ball handler. And then once Jared Kenny gets back out there, you can kind of switch it around, and Jerome can play off the ball. And another luxury is having the likes of Denham Brook coming off the bench. Similar size to Hiram Harris, but it's a little bit different in terms of stretching the floor, pick and pop, to shoot the lights out of the 3 ball.
Hiram Harris just a little bit more physical. That was the second personal on Rossetto. Rusbatch. Down goes Rossetto, and Rusbatch gets the layup.
And just 4 points from him, but one thing I do like is Ethan is such a scorer and he hasn't forced it.
Just the second shot on the game. Oh, there's the man, Benji Freeman. Getting the N1.
Just getting back to that right hand, we talked about it. Everyone's letting everybody go the way that they want to go. They're strong on that right. Azura and Hiram Harris, they're strong on that left. It's just getting back to their basics and making them go the way that they don't want to go. But Benji Freeman did a good job of getting to where he wanted to get to.
He's so casual at the TAB. He just gets the ball, no bounces, no deep breaths, just gets it up. Perfect rotation, follow through everything. It looks like he's wearing runners and with grey sweat socks as well. I love Benji Freeman as Jordan Hunt knocks down the 3.
Speaking of shooting the lights out, he can shoot the lights out and has tonight. Jordan Hunt, second 3 for the game. He's up to 20 points.
Arm on Fletcher straight at Ngatai, and he gets it back. Arm on Fletcher, starting to get more aggressive to the hoop.
Boy, he can fly.
Oh, Denenbrook just stuck the hip out on that screen, and he's called for the foul.
Good job from Scott Telfer. He's creating that contact, chucking the head back a little bit and picking up the foul, and we're going back the other way. And Azur and Fletcher have to continue to stay busy in this second half. So far, so good. You see a deep seal, good pass.
Fletcher's 3 is in and out. Up ahead, ill-advised pass. 2 defenders there, the imports for the Airs. Azur pulls up. 3 rebounders, Rusbatch gets it.
Turnovers just killing the Hawke's Bay team at the moment. Unforced turnovers as well, up to 10 already in this ballgame.
Rusbatch gets the roll! Ethan Rusbatch.
Shoot is shoot.
Score is score.
No, they've called that a...
And there's an offensive foul. Oh my goodness, Ethan Rusbatch. All he can do is smile.
Tough.
Man.
Thought he did a good job of creating contact there and finishing on the hoop, but it's going the other way.
We don't have the angle like the referees do. It's Richie Roger. He misses. Hunt has the rebound, gives it up to Rokawa. They just can't bite into this Ayers lead as Denham Brook puts it down with 2 hands over Quinn Bailey.
This is highlights galore. The pace is there. Boys are getting on the rim. Denham Brook out fake, strong to their right, finishes on the rim.
Taufa for 3. He knocks it down. Another tough pass. Hard catch.
And these boys are getting out and running. Rim running from bigs. See the 3 ball here. Exciting game, and this Taranaki team have come to be here tonight, have come to play. Hawke sit at the top of the table, 2 big wins last week. Back at home.
Harris back into it. Hiram Harris. 67-63. Still can't get this lead. Hawke's Bay. They had a lead of 1. They've led for the majority of the game of the years as Richie Roger uses off arm to try and separate from Jared Kenny, but he is an elite defender, is Jared Kenny. Ruspatch, he misses. Natai gets the and 1. This 3rd quarter has come to life.
Has it what? And the Tall Blacks on this team are stepping up. Hiram Harris has been huge to start this second half. Jordan Natai with the offensive rebound and gets back to the free throw line. What a 3rd quarter. And I really like the pace. No turnovers are killing a lot of these, both of these teams, 13 now for Hawke's Bay and 10 for the years, but the pace, you can expect that early in the season with the tempo that these 2 teams are trying to pick, and it's a 2-point game. Make that 1.
22 points in this. 22 it is in this quarter so far for the Hawks. Freeman with the running layup. Almost gets the finger roll.
But it looks like the Hawks have gone to that defensive pressure that you were talking about that the Tuatara went to last night.
Azor in the corner. A lot of rebounding action here for the Hawks. Hiram Harris. Oh, tough contact. Is that Rossetto? That might be foul number 3 on Anzac Rossetto. I believe it is.
And he needs to stay out of foul trouble. But just one thing, they can push the pace because they're not taking the ball out of the hoop every single time. They're doing a good job of getting stops.
These are some big bodies, Brooke Rusko banging as well.
That's why you shoot 3s. And it's worth more than 2.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Science behind this.
Remember, you can sign up for our basketball score camp.
Believe it or not, cheap fares.
3s are worth more than 2s, and swipe up. Swipe up on defense.
Too many swiping left, swipe up.
Hiram Harris can give the Hawks a lead here. Have I done it? Oh, I have. Rossetto. Hunt gets it back. Ruspatch gets the lead for the Hawks. 69, nice, 67. Minute 34 to go in the 3rd. Rossetto has it stripped away. And it's going to be Hawks ball. Is that Jared Kenny? Of course it is. He copped one on the jaw.
It is just chaos. The speed. Anzac Rossetto does a great job of rim running, getting down there. Richie Roger finds his big man and the hustle to get back and force that one out of bounds. That's a guaranteed 2.
My mistake, it stays with the Ayers. Jared Kenny checking for blood. 37-year-old, he's a general manager. Pulling double duty.
He's not the highest paid player in the league. He's done something wrong.
Azor. Freeman in the corner. Another miss for the Ayers. They've gone cold in this 3rd. The cream is rising to the top for the Hawks. Brook. Oh, great defense. Azor got a hand to it. Nice lead pass to him from Fletcher. Look at everyone around him. No foul called. Fletcher misses. Fatigue starting to set in for the Airs, I think.
Had the gimme. Missed it on the rim. A minute to go, lungs are burning.
Great bounce pass. Hiram Harris, all hustle and heart.
And he's got his fingerprints all over this quarter right now. He's up to 19 points. I guess 10 points on the quarter. Rebounds pushing the ball. And giving them a 4-point lead. And really need Richie Rogers as well to take over in this last little quarter and a bit. He's got that tall black badge. With that comes those expectations, and he's playing well so far, and they're going to need him at the end.
Oh, Jared Kenny got a hand to that one. Fletcher gets the and one. It's got everything.
It really does. It's just the hustle. Wanted that one more than Jordan Natai. When he got it, and one, back to the line, he's having fun.
Arm on Fletcher. He's doing his best here. He's got 15 now, 5 rebounds. Make it 6 rebounds. 2 assists. Zor has 10, 4 and 2. Rogers got 10 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Rosetto 11 and 6 and 2 assists. And Benji Freeman off the bench, giving them 15 valuable minutes, 10 points for him. Lead is 1 for the Hawks. They can hold for the final shot here.
Close stage for the third quarter. Let's go, Hawks fan. Let's go. Let's go, Hawks fan. Let's go.
Kenny out to Ethan Rusbatch. Clears the defender with a bit of patience and knocks down the 3.
And that's just class.
And that will do us for the third quarter. Hawke's Bay. What a fight. They fought back in this third quarter. They poured it on. They have 30 points in the third, and we'll take a break. The fourth quarter is set to be an absolute barn burner. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway. 74-70. A 30-point third quarter for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. 21 for the Taranaki Airs. They played last night. It really stepped up a notch in the third quarter. Neither team, Brooke Roscoe, you noticed, called a timeout.
Saving them up at the pace that third quarter was played at. With limited bench. They might have used one, but, held on to them and going to use them deep into this fourth. Hiram Harris was all over that third quarter. The class is permanent, and he just does it year in and year out.
Kenny to Hunt. Hunt almost knocked it down.
And they're out and running.
Azor still running. Good contest from Hunt. Good rebound from Rosetto. Armon Fletcher has it. Can you imagine when Anthony Hilliard gets with this team, with Fletcher and Azor wanting to push it? Oh, Armon Fletcher. He knocks it down. He's got 19.
3 of 5 from deep. Doing a great job of just keeping positions alive and giving them second chance opportunities, and he's been huge.
Shot clock winding down. Hiram Harris lost the handle. Fletcher got one to the face. Gives it up to his teammate Azor. Azor, he misses. Kenny challenged. Rosetto tried to get it. Poked away. Ruspatch down on the floor. Bailey with a little fake. He blows a layup. Rosetto has it. Fletcher just gets back up. He has the ball.
What's happening?
And we've got
Can't keep up.
We're going to have to wipe up the weak spot. There were 3 bodies just above the three-point line. Those 3 there. There's bodies everywhere.
And you love the hustle from all 3 of those guys, wanting it. Bailey will be gutted. He missed the layup.
4 towel kids out there.
This game has it all. And going back to that last position where Hiram Harris was trying to get deep into the paint. They just did a good job. You know, they had the defense set up. As opposed to when it's out in transition, you can't pack the paint. Made them see bodies, turn the ball over, and they got out and run.
Get your merch online now using that QR code. These unis are fire. New Balance is the apparel supplier for the sales. NBL, and Rosetto does his jersey proud with a nice move there in the finish.
Just like that, they find the lead. Couple buckets. 1 point game, and Hiram Harris doing Hiram Harris things.
Oh, stepping through. Beautiful finish. Take the lead back.
See, that was the difference. Transition. You heard the MC say it's so easy. You almost have to full deny Hiram at this point when they get out in transit. Beautiful pass. Great finish.
Taranaki have the lead back. Quinn Bailey with a big screen. Brooke. Well, they almost went in. Contact, no whistle. Azor kicks it out. Richie Roger waiting for his big. Azor has it. Gives it to Quinn Bailey, and Quinn Bailey with the N1.
Great job getting out and running, rotating, extra pass. Find the mismatch. Penetrates and give it to the big man. Wide open finishes with the left.
The Hawks' point start at the TAB for this game was minus 15.5.
Someone's about to make some money.
Taranaki 79-76. There is no quit in this team. There will be some sore bodies tomorrow when they make the journey across the North Island. They would have felt all of the 2 games that they've played in Sal's NBL round 2.
What a bounce back. You know, they've earned that. They can hold on to this game. Whatever team wins this one.
They're disappointing with the loss, but comforting to know that you can right the wrongs of the previous night by playing again. And they are doing a great job. They have a 4-point lead just like that.
Against the #1 team in the league.
Ngatai with a quick move. Strength of Jordan Ngatai with that drop step.
It just comes low. Richie Roger thought his help was coming from the baseline. Jordan spun. Finished over the contact.
Talfa turning the corner. Oh! Did he have it knocked away? Did he mean to spin? It was going to be an amazing pass, but the Hawks broke it up, and it will be Ayers' ball on the baseline.
They had potential for top 5 player of the week.
It certainly did. Here's Fletcher. Tipped out. Ruspatch again is on the floor. Ethan Ruspatch hustling hard in this game. Tight, almost had it poked away. Gives it to Jared Kenny as point guard. He gives it to Hunt. Ngatai wants the mismatch he feels he has. He fires it to Hiram Harris. Hiram's got Quinn Bailey on him, who gets a piece of it. Great block. Richie Roger with Talfa. Fletcher down the middle. Fletcher with the left. Taranaki said, yeah, come on, run it at us. We'll run right back down your throat.
And more bodies on the ground. We see our first time out of this second half, and a good timeout from Everard Bartlett and the Hawks, but there's just bodies on the floors. We're gonna need more towels. But you love the hustle, and you're so right. This Ayers team could have come down here off the back of a tough loss last night and given up on the game almost, and it's the polar opposite thing that they've done. Show pride in that yellow jersey that they put on every week, battling on every possession. Missed out on a few gimmies that, you know, they'd love to get back, but they could be up 8 to 10 at this point. But just staying around. Hawks really came through in that third quarter, and they fight fire with fire, and Ayers are up 4.
This has been a tremendous fight back by the Ayers just to begin this fourth quarter. You couldn't have blamed them if they felt like they were starting to be run off the floor, but they have not stopped themselves. Get that deal from Sal's Pizza. You pick up only with the online code Dribble, available for another week and a half until Wednesday, 26th of April. $30. That is a deal.
Big pizza, man.
You and I could easily demo that, mate.
2 on Sundays.
78-82. Home team down 4. Still 6:21 to go in this game. Quinn Bailey's been good for the Ayers. He's got 9 points, 4 of 5, 5 rebounds.
Big minutes from all of the starters on this Ayers team.
Certainly have given them big minutes. And we've got Scott Taufer called for the foul on the Natai drive.
See Rossetto making his way back in.
Bailey getting the love from the bench.
And just a solid spread when it comes to points, as we see the inbound pass almost stolen there, but 4 of the starters for the Ayers are in double figures, and one of them's on 9, and Benji Freeman off the bench has 10 as well. See the
that is such a well-timed pass, because Jordan Hunt was coming between 2 Ayers players, and it was the shot clock winding down. Hiram Harris with a dime. And a technical foul has been called. Is that a delay of game? I'm not too sure.
I'm not too sure who they've called it. Jordan, if it's not.
Yeah, Jordan Hunt, he looks like he's copped it. He did get a warning, I think, in the first half for a delay of game. It might be again after the made basket. But hey, ball don't lie. For Hawks fans, all the way back down to inbound the ball after the scoring play.
You could just see Marcel Jones on the side there chomping at the bit to be out there. Those boys are staying in the fight. We see a wide open layup. It's just too easy. Straight hand drive, no contest. Good bucket from Richie Roger.
Kenny. Hiram Harris with Russ Batch curling. Had it poked away and had it fouled as well, did Ethan Rusbatch.
Jared Kenny saying we need more movement. They did do a good job of that in the first half, just getting it to the second side. Dribble penetration. Done a great job in that third quarter as well, but a couple stagnant plays here, and Jared Kenny just said, hey, we've got to keep this ball moving and play as a team.
Richie Roger takes a seat. And we've got a foul on the ears. I think it was Azor.
No real foul trouble for the imports. This
team fouls are mounting up though.
Yep.
With 5:23 to go.
Anzac Rossetto has 3, Quinton Bailey has 3. Besides from that, let's stay strong here late in this fourth.
Natai sees a double. Ball is moving. Rusbatch. That was money from the moment it left his hand.
Textbook too, and tough for Benji Freeman to rotate from that weak side with Ethan Rusbatch. Such a quick release and hits the 3.
It's 83-84. Taranaki with his 1-point lead. Taufer gets Rusbatch in the air. Oh, Scott Taufer with the finish. Don't know if Rusbatch needed to bite on that up fake. But Rusbatch is feeling it. That's left. Fletcher with a big rebound.
Big rebound. Showed that athleticism, those long arms. Just picked that up and on this end. Jared Kenny has been hounding guards at the top for years and years and years.
Armon Fletcher felt all of the contact. Azor trying to find Rossetto perhaps. And he stepped out of bounds. Tough break for the Airs on that one.
A lot of contact there. Be interesting to see how they ref this last, 4 and some change. They let the boys play, do they tighten it up?
Kenny with Hunt in the key, gives it to Rusbatch. From the TAB stripe, too strong. Quinn Bailey came off his hand. And Hawke's Bay will get another look at it with a fresh 14. No, 24. Quinn Bailey had possession just enough according to the bench, or is that 14 on the wall?
Going back to 14 there.
It has. So he had an established possession rather. So Rusbatch looking to cook with Rossetto. He has it poked away. Good defense from the big.
Yeah, great defense. On an island down there and got the job done.
Oh, Quinn Bailey. Oh, Fletcher. Oh, my goodness. It's been that kind of half.
And they might rue some of these mistakes at the end of this one. Couple gimmies.
They've been stout with their defense. But Natai all the time in the world, and he makes them pay. Now fatigue might be setting in.
That's Murphy's Law, isn't it? It's a 5-point swing there. You missed the open layup twice, and then Jordan Natai comes down and salts in the wound. You see a big block there from Jordan Hunt. Tied game with 3 to go.
Big block, 86 all.
It's something you learn, and teams learn as the year goes on. But you kind of learn how to win. You kind of learn how to lose. It's a weird concept, but the Hawks have managed to work out how to win so far this season. Still early in the season, but it looks like they're closing out this game and making this one a ball game too. And he is just hanging around.
2 shots coming up for Quinn Bailey. Jared Kenny, 4th personal foul. Put on Rokawa, still on the bench. Jared Kenny's defense and experience looking to close this game out for the Hawks. And Everard Bartlett. Quinn Bailey good on the first. Great minutes from Quinn Bailey. Tough night last night. Good on the second from the TAB.
Big free throws. Clutch late.
Hiram Harris likes this matchup. And then they double and he finds Jordan Hunt. Hiram Harris in his interior passing has been on point tonight. He locks it up, does Jordan Hunt.
And Hiram Harris, 21, 11 rebounds and 6 assists.
Azor has been giving them fits along with Armon Fletcher. Benji Freeman! Jordan Hunt with the rebound.
Just hesitated. Got to shoot that one. Thought about for a second.
Natai giving it to Kenny. Using the body of Hunt. He's got a mismatch. Richie Roger with a switch. Hunt can't get that. Rushed it a little bit.
He's been good all game long. Sitting on 24 points right now, 11 of 17.
Azor from the TAB line. Picked up his dribble, gives it back to Fletcher. Fletcher lost the handle and contact. Could this game go to overtime? Ethan Rusbatch. Hiram Harris chasing down the long rebound. He'll go baseline. Hiram Harris with the dunk. They fell asleep in the ears.
Huge. Doesn't give up on the play. He does this so often. Gets your second chance points, gets the rebound. Straight line on the rim and a huge dunk.
Timeout, Trent Adam in the ears.
Just never quits on the play. They had the wide open 3 there from Ethan Rusbatch, which you'll take any time of the week if you're a part of this Hawks team or a Hawks fan. Misses the 3 and Hiram Harris is right there. He's been all game long and fingerprints all over it. 23 now. 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Not bad.
2 steals. 3 turnovers. but he has been amazing. The captain.
And when they needed it most. He had a quiet first half for, you know, his standards. Came out in that third quarter though, had a point to prove, you could see. Hungry for the ball, great job in transition. Same thing has continued in this fourth, and he came into the half with 3 fouls and managed to stay on that 3 fouls and not get into foul trouble and lose that momentum on the bench. We've also seen a great sign of maturity and growth from Taranaki Raukawa too. To be like, I understand my role with this team. Without a doubt, Daron wants to be out there to close out this game and probably most games. And there will be games where he gets it going and he closes it out, but he's still there high-fiving all of his teammates, directing traffic where he can. You love to see that, especially if you're one of his teammates. Now, where do you go if you're on this Ayers squad? What does Coach Trent Adams run up? To go back to the bigs inside, to get movement from the imports. High on ball with Richie Roger.
What is Trent Adams' plan here? Richie Roger with the ball, Azur. Gets it back. Bailey with a big Rosetto with a big offensive rebound and put back. That is great basketball. Anzac Rosetto using all of his size. Here comes Natai trying to step through everybody. And he's fouled. Jordan Natai, a big body himself, 6'6". Huge. Shoots with both hands.
Tree chunk, calves and thighs. Plays so good on the paint. Footwork is good, but he's strong down there as well.
A proven scorer at international level for the Tall Blacks. Jordan Natai.
He's like, he grows a few inches when he puts on that black jersey.
Certainly does. Made his debut 11 years ago for the national team. Now he's backing down Azur. Scores are tied. Hunt can't get that three to go. And Hiram Harris with a cheap one, I think. Oh no.
That's on the rebound.
It's on the rebound. Azur has been called for the foul and he can't believe it.
And I was watching that closely. I don't know if I can agree with that call as well. Two guys fighting for it. Nothing in it. It's body on body, arm contest. And puts Jordan Natai to the line.
What a call. It's 76 seconds to go in this game. And the bonus, the Hawks now. That is a huge call. Natai from the line. Had 30 last weekend. Natai in this game. 16, he misses it. Oh, we got a lane violation, do we? We do. Rosetto just jumped the gun a little bit. Now, I don't mind one this late in the game. You're trying to get the jump on the rebound. Oh, ball don't lie.
They're still in it. What a game.
Hawks with a 1-point lead.
High on ball, back to the basics. They switched that one. Same play as they ran last time.
This time it was Fletcher in the action. Rosetto with the guard on him, and we got a foul on Jared Kenny. That's number 5. It didn't even touch him, says Jared Kenny.
And I think that might be free throws as well.
The
Nice
Naki.
baseline.
The Naki and the bonus. No, they're not.
Excuse me.
Kenny has to sit down, and Daron Rokawa will get his minute to shine. 58.8. 5 to shoot for the Ayers. Nato almost got it. They need to put it up. Oh no, it's broken down. Quinn Bailey didn't know what to do with it.
He just got stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Had the shot initially and didn't take that little elbow jumper with 5 seconds to go, and then shot clock pressure forces the turnover.
Huge.
And what a luxury. We talked about it. Daron was unselfish and was on the bench, and now has that luxury to bring him back out there and close out this ball game.
Hiram Harris felt the contact. Hiram Harris driving at Quinn Bailey. And Harris will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's been huge all game. Expect nothing less. Last minute of the game, who do they go to? Hiram Harris gets to the free throw line.
He's 9 for 11 in this game. 4 of 5 from the TAB stripe.
And he forced the action. Forced it to get to the line. Looked like pretty good defense. But he did his job. Hits that first one. It's a 2-point ball game with 40 seconds to go.
From Rotorua, Hiram Harris. He's also proven himself at the international level. He's all hustle and hard as Hiram Harris. Gets the roll. Lead is 3. Taranaki. There's some extended pressure. Here's Azor. He's lost the handle. Rusbatch on him. Operating with Rossetto. Goes for 3. Knocks it down. David Azor ties them up at 93.
It's a when it matters the most. Hasn't done as much in the second half, but when it mattered the most, he was there. Ties this one up.
28.9 to go. Timeout, Hawke's Bay. Everard Bartlett. David Azor knocking down a big triple. They haven't taken many.
Done such a good job of just hanging in this ball game. A few fouls late, couple turnovers. Could have easily dropped their head.
Just their 6-3 of the game.
The biggest one so far. What a game.
Rather their 7th, my apologies. Zor just his first of the game. Armon Fletcher's got 3. Richie Rogers hit 2. Taufa hit 1.
Who knows how this game's going to turn out, but one thing that Trent Adams and his coaching staff can be proud of, and this team can be proud of, is the resilience to bounce back from a 55-point blowout the night before and put on a performance like this.
It's 93 all. 93.
Got it done. Now where do you go if you're this Hawks team? Do you go early? Do you almost go for a really, really quick 2-for-1? Do you hold it out and shoot it late?
Well, you can't go for a quick 2-for-1 if you're inbounding on the make. So both teams have their player timeouts up their sleeves as well. Here comes Doro Norokawa. Differential of around 4 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Hunt up high. 10 to shoot. 8 now. Hunt looking for an option. Good defense from the ears. Here's the Rokawa. Good defense. Great D. Rokawa. Can't get it. Nautai has it. Off the glass, no. Hunt needs to get it up, and we're going to overtime. 93 apiece.
They've called a foul.
Oh, it's a foul called. Unreal. Oh my goodness. The foul is called. And it's Jordan Hunt who will go to the TAB.
And Bailey has come off and he's bleeding.
He's the one who's bleeding. Jordan Hunt to basically win the game. Oh, he misses the first. There's 1 second to go. Jordan Hunt, huge foul shot. Misses them both. Unreal. Rossetto with the player timeout.
Smart timeout.
There it is. Player only timeout. Trent Adams like, he can't do anything about this. The Sky City player timeout.
You said it.
The perfect opportunity to use it. Jordan Hunt, oh my goodness. Blew the free throws. He's 0 for 3 from the foul line tonight. Ngatai asking how much time do they have. We're still wondering how much time they have.
And you called it. You said ball don't lie, and it looked like it was hard done by with the S to pick up their foul late. Jordan Hunt, who has been huge all game, 24 right now, 5 rebounds, misses the 2 and got themselves a chance to win this ball game in Hawke's Bay. On the road.
So they can advance the ball on a player timeout.
Apparently there was a timeout called amongst that. And there's 0.5 of the second.
0.5 on the clock.
0.5.
That's all you need.
Just need a touch. Here comes Denham Brook with a bit of size off the bench.
Where can you find space? Any confusion?
Armon Fletcher, he can catch it. Back screen for him by Rossetto. Richie Roger, how pinpoint can his pass be?
Screen the screen in action. Twist your screens, flip your screens, make the defense think. Try and find some rotation where they blow the coverage and you either get a wide open 3 or something on the rim.
Unreal. This game, this half, has had it all. Richie Roger. What does the Airs have out of their player timeout?
And they're trying to make a sub there and you can't make the sub on the player timeout. They're trying to bring in Denham Brook. Drone has to come back in. This game's had it all.
Where's Daron go? Because does he put pressure on the Roger pass? Or does he try and double who he thinks is going to get the catch? Rossetto's making all sorts of I think he's running the bluff here.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
It is. They're trying to get the clock right in the venue. Hawke's Bay Toyota wants their signage back. Richie Roger is like, oh man, come on, give me a break. But hey, home court advantage.
There was a tip last year. Otago got the tip with less than a second to go in this very arena, and they got the win, and Otago went on and won the championship last year. These games matter. These little moments matter.
That's why Jordan Ngatai is still asking about when he could call the timeout, how much time was left. They're shaking their heads at Pettigrew Green Arena.
All right then, so just a couple of side notes here. Post-match of the
And then what do you do on the defensive end? Do you switch? Do you try and stay with? You're right, does Daron pressure the ball? Does he step back? So many questions. Just can't get this clock right. Once it gets right, where do you go? Who wants it the most?
Still trying to get what is going on with the clock. Ryan Jones at the scorer's table.
It just shows how close this league is as well. We've got the top of the table. I know it's very early, but promising signs from this Hawke's Bay team to start the season. Airs off the back of a tough loss last night. And it's going potentially into overtime. Such a close league. No easy nights in this league this year. And you love to see it.
They were 15.5-point favourites, the Hawks. 93 all.
And this is giving them time. The clock not working is helping them find this set. Can't go to your coach. There's a player timeout. You have to stay out there as you. It's always a little bit difficult without the old whiteboard.
I guess it looks like they're going to go for Fletcher.
And the other thing is it's so early in the season. You're still learning your sets. You're still learning your quick hitters. What a game.
What a game. Airs looking for their first win. The Hawks sitting pretty at 2-0. They lost to the Rams last weekend. They lost last night to the Tuatara, did the visitors. The Hawks had a great opening round on the road, 2-0. Beat the Bulls in overtime. So they've already had an overtime game this season. everyone is talking to Ryan Jones, the referee. Now it's Hiram Harris's turn. They're really trying to work how he could establish, with 1 second to go, getting possession. I'm talking about Anzac Rosetto on that miss. So when the ball hits the rim, the clock is live.
Yeah, I see. We practiced that behind closed doors just there, everybody. I know you could get that done in 0.4, 0.6.
Great work from our production crew to get a look at how they're just trying to get time. So is it going to be 0.1? 0.1 is just a tip.
0.1, I don't think you can do. I think anything under 0.3, they've deemed you can't get it up.
So we could be looking at overtime here. Now, the ears are getting delivered the news. Well, this game, this half, this quarter deserves more basketball, 5 more minutes. Can it just be like the slightest deflection?
Like a breath of fresh air.
Like a deft touch. We've already had at least 8 minutes of overtime worth of deliberation, confusion, cases
0.6.
laid out. Yep. We're going at 0.6. What does it say on the scoreboard?
And this Taranaki team, short bench tonight, really only ran 7 guys. Off the back of a road trip, played last night. The last thing they want to do is send this one to overtime. They've done so well, they've added time. It was 1 second, they've gone up to 2.4.
They're just trying to wind it down, which is tough to do for any score bench. I wonder if they can only give them a second because they can't get down to split seconds. That could also be the problem.
Oh,
Are they giving it to 0.5?
let's take it.
They deserve 0.5.
on.
It is. It's going to be 0.5, so they will have a chance. Is it going to go to Armand Fletcher? They've stacked up differently now from what they had as they initially tried to inbound it. Here we go. For the win. There's Azor. Goes in! David Azor calls game! Oh my goodness! Taranaki Airs have stormed onto the floor and they have been in Hawke's Bay. Unreal! David Azor, the hero! A clutch 3 down the stretch and he knocks down a massive shot. What a game of basketball. The Hawks are stunned at Pettigrew Green Arena.
Let's take a look. Find space. Tough contested shot over Jordan Natai and he hits it. There is no overtime. When it mattered the most, you're right, Mouse. Hit the 3 and hits the game-winning bucket.
The boos are raining down. David Azor, unreal, clutch. He comes up with a massive shot, 15 points for David Azor in the Airs. They got blown out last night by 25. They only scored 55. And they come away with a massive win.
And they can be so proud of themselves, the resilience that they show. You're so right, off the back of that game, and Trent Adams didn't let them dip that chin. Stay strong, give ourselves a chance, that's all we need. That's all we need.
A deep dagger 2, 95-93. South NBL action. It's fantastic. Look at the smiles. They get their first win in dramatic fashion. And Hawke's Bay, slow to start, will now gather at half court and just start to reflect on how on earth David Azor and the Airs stole that one away from them. A seesaw battle down the stretch. Amazing second half of basketball. They had it all. And these are your top scorers.
One man who had it all tonight was Hiram Harris, but you know all he cares about is wins and losses. And Fletcher and Rossetto and Azor, when it mattered the most, all stepped up. Got the first win of the season for this Airs team. And what a win for Taranaki on the road. 10 rebounds. Hiram Harris back up there with the 12. Quinton Bailey ended up fouling out on one of those last possessions, but had 8 rebounds, and Jared Kenny had his hands all over it. 10 assists, but I really, really like Richie Roger tonight. Had control, found his guys, 8 assists, few blocks. What a game.
Drama at Pettigrew Green Arena. They'll be talking about this one for days. Huge game. David Azor and the Taranaki Airs, they can go home with a smile on their face. The bench mob can't believe it. They're going to try and warm down. Their hearts will be going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. The Hawks are doing the nice thing of thanking their fans coming out for their first home game. Don't forget, 2 more games to come.
There's more?
There's more. The Rams and Jets. The Jets get reinforcements as well. The Nuggets and the Sharks don't like each other. That'll be a great game in Dunedin. And we'll do it all again next Thursday night. The Rams in town to play the Hawks, who have been stung by the Airs. The air was taken out of the building by David Azor. On behalf of Brooke Roscoe, thanks so much for watching. Good night and enjoy the 2 games tomorrow night in the Sal's NBL Round 2.